everybody, Scott Golden here with the WCW Worldwide Review for the 28th of November 1992. Month from Starrcade 92. Weird music video measuring the team of Johnny Gunn and Tom Zink for fitted suits, basically trying to do the old Can-Am connection sort of deal from the WWF in '87 with Martel and Zink years before. Dallas Page makes his way out. Dallas Page, pretty convinced that he is untouchable, beginning what is one of the first matches in a feud that goes on for several years with him and Johnny B. Bad, although not in the same iteration. Big arm drags, including Japanese style, from Bad. Bad is not willing to take a backward step from Page. Page hits a spinning neck breaker, gets a near fall off of that. Bad goes to the outside and hits a top rope sunset flip, beautifully done. Must admit that the match victory in that fashion does make the team or Johnny B. Bad look good here. Some goofy promo from Zink and his friend Gunn. Needless to say, it's goofy just because it is. And also needless to say, they basically hype the team as kind of a ladies' man sort of team. Vader in Jesse Ventura's arm wrestling contest with Nikita Koloff. Vader and Koloff are feuding and have wrestled before, most notably at Halloween Havoc 92. And obviously kind of going in that direction anyway. Vader, soon to be the return of the championship to Vader. The World Heavyweight Championship is coming. Vader obviously uses his power to defeat Nikita Koloff in the arm wrestling contest because, well, you're going to make him your champion, might as well be that. And Rick Rude says he's going to eliminate Ron Simmons as the world champion. Coming up at Starrcade, promises to be the world champion, the belt that he was promised, or at least destined to hold, as he puts it. Then we see Scotty Flamingo and Brad Armstrong. Great match, worth going out of your way to see. Love when I find a gem on these shows, and this is one. Really basic stuff, working the headlock all the way, walks up, headlock takeover. Brad Armstrong keeps Flamingo on his toes for the majority of time. Runs him back into the corner, back elbow by Armstrong, and basic stuff here. Armstrong is a guy that's been in and out of the promotion for several years by this point. Never really puts in a terrible performance, but doesn't have the, I guess you'd say, the cachet to get a victory. Cheating by Flamingo gets him the victory. Johnny B. Bad has enough of that and comes in to try and get the referee to reverse the decision, furthering the feud between Flamingo and Bad. WCW Magazine highlights the continuing growing issues between Dustin Rhodes and Barry Windham, and the heel turn by Windham after the Clash of the Champions, most recently earlier in November, just a few weeks before. Rhodes is frustrated at the loss of the tag team championship, but not as much as Windham is. Windham lays out the baby faces of Douglas and Steamboat that defeated them with chairs in the back, completing his heel turn, and Dustin Rhodes and Barry Windham go on to feud with each other a bit here. Battle Bowl at Starrcade. Jim Ross talking about that. Jim Ross talks to Rick Rude in the Starrcade Control Center, and Rude promises to win the World Heavyweight Championship, which is a match he never gets to, but it's hyped up until the weekend of the event. Steve Austin and Eric Watts is here. Austin and Watts, obviously a continuation of Paulie Dangerously's issues with Eric Watts and his father Bill. Roll up by Austin. Austin does some decent wrestling and some hard shots, punches, takes him to the buckle. Watts has no business being in there with a guy like Austin at this point, but does manage to get victory promises to get a win in nearly any circumstance, and it's already obvious, only a few weeks in, that in fact, um, Eric Watts being pushed too hard by his father. Sting and the Barbarian, an interesting match. Sting kind of floundering here at the end of '92. He was world champion in the summer, losing the championship, and then kind of floundering here. Sting and the Barbarian go on to brawl on the outside. Cactus Jack, Sting's summertime opponent, is on the outside looking to take cheap shots at Sting. Barbarian lays Sting over the ropes, brings him back in. Elevated backbreaker by the Barbarian, and then holds on to Sting with bear hugs and such. Not a pretty match by any stretch of the imagination, but that doesn't stop the Barbarian. Barbarian makes his way to the top rope along the way here, and Barbarian leaps and misses a top rope headbutt. Cactus Jack tries to get involved as we are closing the program. A crush by Barbarian of Cactus Jack, who's on the apron trying to help him. That doesn't go very well. Crossbody by Sting from the top rope, and Sting gets a pin right as we go off the air with this particular program. And we enter December of 1992 here with Worldwide. We'll be back with more right after this.